Om 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 Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunakto Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Bole Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Om Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Hari Om. Welcome on this beautiful third night of Navaratri, the third day of worship of Durga as Chandraganta. The first day was Shailaputri, when Durga was born as a child of Himalaya. The second day is Brahmacharini, when Durga walks as a student, as a tapasvi, meditating, chanting with the japamala in her hand, clad in white clothes. And on third day, she gets this beautiful crest of Shiva, Chandraghanta. She wears it on her crown and she's become the wife of Lord Shiva. And tomorrow will be Skandamata. In this auspicious Navaratri time, let us look into this beautiful text called Durga Saptashati, in which there is a very powerful shloka. It's a very small shloka. When we chant that, there are so many people, so many women especially, who are all working in very difficult places, like covering, yeah, as a journalist, as a media person, covering in war zones or in the army, where you are working in dangerous places. Those are the places when we invoke the power of Durga. And we don't need to be in a war zone or in dangerous place. Our very life itself is fraught with a lot of danger, lot of suffering, in lot of places where we feel so powerless. And learning to chant this shloka and memorizing it, knowing the meaning of it, and chanting it every day will give us will give us a tremendous power of Durga. For myself personally, the experience with this shloka has been for many years. I'm talking of 1985, when I was in standard 10. There I had jaundice exactly during the public exam time, and during the time of the revision exams and the holidays before the public exam time. And in those days, jaundice was very, everything was like it was a very difficult thing to handle. So there was this purohit who comes to our house for all the functions. He told me about his story. He said, I am a poor Brahmana. I have got 7 daughters and I do not know how I can get them married. But I have chanted this mantra and all my daughters are very well settled. They're all married and well settled. And so he told me, he wrote the shloka to me and he said, you chant the shloka and everything will be powerful in your life. And I've been doing that for so many years and I'm able to see the power of that shloka now. So we will study this. It is very powerful. There is no end to describe. We all know how great is Durga. Goddess Durga is a power. Durga, Durgati Nashini, the one who is very difficult to come close to. And there is Durga. Ga means gacha, gam gacha. Dur is difficult. Somebody who is very difficult to approach is Durga. And what does Durga do? Durgati Nashini. She destroys the gati of our thought, which goes in the wrong directions. When we think wrongly, we make wrong choices, then we cause a lot of harm in our life by inviting the wrong kind of situations to come and trouble us. And Durga is one who will protect us from those difficult situations. So here in Durga Durga Saptashati, 700 shlokas describing the glory of Durga. And this is the Parayanam or Patanam that people who worship Devi during Navaratri do all the 9 days. They will chant Durga Saptashati. Either daily they will chant all the 700 verses. During Chandi Homam, this Durga Saptashati is a mantra which is chanted for the offerings in Chandi Homa. And people also chant a few chapters every day so that in these 9 days, all the 13 chapters are completed. And it begins with the Sapta Shloki Durga. Atha Sapta Shloki Durga Atha means now. Mangala Shabda. Atha means it marks the beginning. Now, then, we say that's Atha. Sapta Shloki. Durga in 7 shlokas. What are they? Bhagavan Shiva is asking. He is asking Devi, everything in our Sanatana Dharma does not come just like that. There is a question that is asked, and then for the question, the answer is given, and the answer will benefit all of us, everybody. That is the way the Bhagavad Gita is. That is the way many Upanishads are. Here in the Sapta Shloki Durga, who is questioning? Bhagavan Shiva is questioning. He is asking this question to whom? To Devi. For whose sake is he asking? He is asking this question for the sake of all of us. So what is it? The question, Shiva Uvacha. Lord Shiva says, Devi Tvam Bhakta Sulabhe Sarva Karya Vidhayini Kalau Hi Karya Siddhyartham Upayam Bruhi Yatnataha. Devi Tvam Bhakta Sulabhe. O Devi, O Durga, you are reached by devotion. You are Durga, you are very difficult to attain. For whom are you difficult to attain? To the arrogant person, to the ignorant person, to the wicked person, you are difficult to attain. Not for people who are very well devoted to her. Devi Tvam Bhakta Sulabhe. Sulabha. Labha is to get. Sulabha is to easily get. And who are you? Sarva Karya Vidhayini. You are the one who controls all our actions. You control all the results of actions. You are the Sarva Karya Vidhayini. You give action to people. You are the Kriya Shakti, the propeller of actions in people. Kalau hi Karya Siddhyartham. So for what reason is Bhagavan asking this question? It is not actually a question for jnana. It is not a question for knowledge. Here Bhagavan is asking this question for people who are engaged in action in the world. It is not that jnanis should not worship. It is not that way. People, everybody cannot be a jnani. Everybody cannot have the knowledge of the self or sit in meditation, in philosophy and figure out everything for themselves. We all are normal people. We need Bhagavan's help. So Bhagavan Shiva is asking Devi, Kalau hi. What is this age of Kali? This Kali age is a very, very difficult age where there is a lot of confusion happening. Kali itself means destruction. Everything, you just see something and next moment you turn around, you just walk around one place. Next moment, next month you come and in that place, instead of that one shop, another shop is standing. Everything that gets created gets destroyed very fast. Everything changes very fast. Kalanat Kalihi. Kalana means to change. The time moves by so fast that you are not able to recognize one situation from the next, or one person from the next, or one mood from the next, one emotion from the next. Everything is happening so fast and changing so fast in Kali. When there are so many changes, Karya Siddhi happens when I do an action. The results of that action happens when there is a stable platform for me to do the action. The body should be stable and healthy. The mind should be stable and healthy. The surroundings should be stable and healthy. The situations should be stable. The people around me should be stable. When everything is stable, only then I will be able to think a thought, then conceive a plan, and then practice and do the action. If there is no stability, like in Kali Yuga, it is very difficult to do actions. It is very difficult. Why should we do actions? When Bhagavad Gita says, Siddhir Bhavati Karmaja. All, whenever we want to achieve something in life, the easiest way, the fastest way to attain Siddhi is through action. So we all want something in life. We want to. Why do we do all these pujas? Why do we take up all these vratas? So that we control our mind, we control the body, we control our sense organs. And when we control, we are controlling the energy, we are mastering the energy. And with the help of that energy, we are able to do action. So we want to achieve something. That is why we go ahead and do many things in life. And how does what Karya Siddhi? So if I want Karya Siddhi, I want the situations to be conducive to me so that I will attain success in what I do. Upayam Bruhi. So Shiva says, you please tell a way, because your devotees are so devoted to you. My devotees are your devotees are my devotees. They're all striving in this world. They are finding many things very difficult. Kali Yuga is there, so much of suffering is there, so much of sorrow is there, so much of hatred is there, so much of confusion is there, so much of this work of the asuras are there in Kali Yuga. Amidst all this, how will our children do work and be successful in what they do? Upayam Bruhi. O Devi, please give a way, won't you? Yatnataha. You put in some effort, you give a thought to them, and then you tell one way. So he is asking Devi herself. And so Devi is saying, Devyuvacha Shrunu Deva Pravakshyami Kalau Sarveshta Sadhanam Maya Tavaiva Snehena Apyamba Stuti Prakashyate. Shrunu Deva, O Lord, O Bhagavan, Shrunu, please hear. Pravakshyami, I will very clearly tell you now. What is it? Kalau Sarva Ishta Sadhanam. If I want something, if I want to attain something in this Kali Yuga, there is a means for that. There is a sadhanam for that. If I want to go to Delhi from Chennai, I can take a sadhanam of a train, or I can travel by buses if there are buses, or I can go by flight. There are many ways. Or even I can take a boat and go to Calcutta and from there go by road to Delhi. Many sadhanam, many means are there. If I want to achieve success in life with what I do, all the good actions I do, I want to achieve success. What is a sadhanam? What is a means? Sarva ishta, whatever I desire. Maya tava eva snehena, with all love, with all attachment towards you, all love towards you, I am teaching you this, I'm expressing this. Amba stutihi, how to praise me. Why prakashyate? I am expressing this Amba stuti. If people chant this Amba stuti, they can attain anything in life. Sarva ishta sadhanam. What is the beauty of praise? All our shlokas are called stutis or stotras or suktams. In Vedic suktam, sushtu uktam, very well said. Or stuti is praise. Stotra also means to praise. Why do we need to praise someone? Even children know this. If they want something from their mother or father, if it is a difficult toy or if it is an expensive toy or whatever it is, some difficult thing that they want to ask, children will naturally go close to the mother and praise the mother. Amma, you're looking so beautiful. You are making such a tasty upma. Even upma is tasty. They may not like upma, but just to praise the mother, they will tell. Why are they praising? When we are praised, it's our experience. When somebody tells us, you look so beautiful or you look so handsome, you are so intelligent, you are so brilliant, how compassionate you are, how well you help others. When we hear this, we feel very calm, we feel very quiet, we feel eager to listen to what that person is saying. So, in the same way, it is not that Bhagavan can be cheated into praising. Praising is happening out of love, it is not out of cheating. So, praising stuti, that is why the importance of stutis. The mind will be when we praise Bhagavan, whatever the mind loves, the mind will be fully present there. When you praise, there is a lot of love in that praise. When that love is invoked, the mind is completely present there. And when the mind is completely present in something, we will always have success in life. When I was recently contemplating about how Bhagavan works in our life, there's so many people, so many devotees experiences of, you know, there was one person who today told me she was on the phone with somebody. She had to discuss on a slideshow, helping the other person in that presentation, and she did not check anything around. She just, the phone call came. It was at 4:30 in the evening, and the phone call, the slideshow, the corrections, going back and forth on the corrections, discussion on the slideshow for the workshop or program, everything was going on. It was such a miracle that that person experienced today. So everything was going on, and back and forth, the whole slideshow was completed, the corrections were completed, and finally she figured out how to share it. And she has shared, and the mail has been sent to the other person who had to receive it. And immediately after the mail was sent, the power goes off and the computer shuts down, because this person did not switch on the power plug point. The computer was running on battery for 2 hours, and usually there is at least a slight warning. There was no warning also that the power is not on. So the battery was just going, and this work was going. As soon as the share is sent, the computer shuts down. Just imagine if it was not sent, the whole work of 2 hours would have gone wasted. And Bhagavan is why I'm saying, why I'm relating all this to Bhagavan is, the more and more you pray to Bhagavan, Bhagavan is present in everybody as the Antaryami. So everybody in this world, including the internet, including the computer, including the mobile phone, including the surroundings at home, the space, air, water, fire, and and earth, everything becomes your family. The planets become your family. The sun and the moon become your family. The the five elements become your family. All people, even strangers, become your family. So wherever you go in the world, your path is through. You don't need to really create difficult situations for Bhagwan. But when we are devoted to Bhagwan, such small miracles and big miracles happen in our life. You will just think you will want money. Why is bhakti important? I'm just telling for that reason. You want money, you do not know where to ask, to whom to approach. You will call somebody, and somebody will tell you, I have 60,000 rupees with me. I cannot put it in my bank account right now because I have some other work to do to clear off the money that I have. So temporarily I will deposit this money in your account. So without even asking anybody, you would have got the money that you wanted. These miracles can happen when we worship Bhagavan with love and sincerity. So Devi is telling, I will talk about this Amba Stuti, or how to praise Mother Goddess. And this shloka begins, Omasya Shri Durga Sapta Shloki Stotra Mantrasya. This Stotra Mantra, Narayana Rishi. Who's the Rishi who gave this mantra? Narayana Rishi. What is the Chandas? Anushtup Chandaha. Like any of the verses of the Bhagavad Gita, this is Anushtup Chandas, the meter. Shri Mahakali Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswatyo Devataha. Who are the goddesses who are worshipped in this? Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, and Maha Saraswati Devata. Shri Durga Prityartham Sapta Shloki Durga Pathe Viniyogaha. So, to please Durga, and this mantra is chanted before chanting the whole Durga Saptashati. This mantra is being chanted. So, what does Devi tell about this? Om Jnaninaamapi chetamsi Devi Bhagavati Hisam Baladakrisya Mohaya Mahamaya Prayachati. Okay? Jnaninamapi chetamsi. Here the jnani, who is the jnani? We are talking about the paroksha jnani, the one who has learned who has done shravanam of the shastras, and through the shastras he knows that I am that supreme self. So that he has not got personal experience or personal anubhuti, but yet he is called a jnani because he has studied the shastras. Even such a jnani, in his mind, in his chetas, mind, chetas means the chittam of that jnani, Devi Bhagavati, what does she do? Bhagavati is the feminine of Bhagavan. Who is Bhagavan? Aishwaryasya samagrasya dharmasya yashasaha shriyaha jnanam vairagyayoschaiva shannam bhagavatirana. Aishwarya, lordship, leadership. A person who has got the capability of being a leader, commanding the armed forces, commanding all the worlds, commanding all the planetary beings. This is at a cosmic level, leadership. Aishwarya, Samagra. Samagra means everything. Everything in this universe put together. If there can be a leader for that, that is Bhagavan. Dharma. If all the responsibilities and duties of everybody in this universe is put together, then that is Bhagavan's responsibility, capability of discharging duties. Yashas. If somebody is famous all over the universe, then that is Bhagavan. Shriya, somebody is wealthy. You can even imagine unimaginably wealthy person in this universe. Even if you take somebody who is wealthier than that person, is Bhagavan. Samagra. That person's wealth is hardly like the tip of our nail to Bhagavan's wealth. The most wealthiest person in this universe has got the wealth like the tip of the fingernail of Bhagavan's wealth. Not even tip of fingernail. If Bhagavan is the whole body wealth, Bhagavan's fingertip nail wealth is the wealthiest person's wealth. So that is a kind of comparison. Shriyaha. Then Jnanam. The same tip of the nail applies to everything. Whether it is fame, whether it is Jnanam means knowledge of this, knowledge of that, knowledge of this. All knowledge is Bhagavan's knowledge. Vairagya. Dispassion means unconnected with anything, untouched by anything. Nothing can disturb Bhagavan. Not any of the asuras or rakshasas or any of the evil creatures or evil beings. Nobody can disturb Bhagavan. So that is the kind of vairagya he has got. Means he is not touched by anything. He is unconnected. He doesn't hold on to anything in his life. Whenever we hold on to something only, we can be bothered. When we don't hold on to anything, nobody can bother us. Nothing can bother us in this life. Jnanam vairagyayos shaiva shannam bhagavati irana. Bhagavati irana. So in the same way, just like Bhagavan, Bhagavati is the feminine gender name. That's all. He saw this Devi Bhagavati. What does she do? Even in the jnani's mind, in the one who has studied all the shastras, in their mind also, what does she do? Balad akrishya. She holds their mind also in a very strong grip by moha, by delusion. What is moha? I am thinking, I am the body. I move as a body. I talk as a body. I walk as the body. I do work as a body, meaning I am giving importance to the physical body and with the tremendous importance to the physical body. I think, I talk, I walk, I do work. All actions are done with that importance. And so there's a lot of arrogance in those actions. There's a lot of ignorance in those actions. And those actions will not be for success. When you think thoughts with a physical body as your fulcrum. See, even in modern day psychology, they say that when you want success in life, suppose I want to do, I want to be excellent in my yoga practice. When I put the yoga mat and I start doing yoga, I I go about the practice as a yoga acharini. That is the best way. It is not that I am the one who is trying to practice yoga. I am trying to reach a state in yoga. No. I am a yoga charani who is doing yoga. That bhava has to be there. I have to become that person. So, moha, when I think I am the body and I become the body and I do work, then all my work will be clouded with the limitation of the body in all manners. The body has got its limitations. It has got only six qualities, and only in these six qualities the expression will be there. Beyond that, it cannot. What is it? Six qualities: asti, it is present; jayate, it is born; vardhate, it grows; viparinamate, it modifies; apakshiyate, it starts getting destroyed; vinashyati, at one point of time it is not there. So only within these six limitations all my work will be, because I am doing the work as I am the body. If I do work as I am that Brahman, then this body will not be a limitation for me. So balad akrishya mohaya. Moha means I am the body thought is moha. Balad akrishya. Because of that I am the body thought, she confuses even jnanis. Jnanis are the people who spend time, resources, and their energy. They surrender to a guru, and then they learn the Shastras and the Upanishads, which teach them that they are not the body, but they are the self. Balad akrishya mohaya. Mahamaya prayachati. This Mahamaya is, Maya means the ignorance. There is space within us, within this body, and without the body there is space. Everywhere there is space. The space is the self. The I everywhere, the self everywhere outside the body, you can call it Brahman. And the self within this body, it is not within and without. It is just like there is a pen case. Outside pen case there is space. Inside the pen case also there is space. Just because of this case, the space seems to be divided, but the space is not divided. There is no different spaces. In the same way, outside is Brahman and inside is Atman. They are not two different things. They are just the one. But just because the body is present, we feel that they are different. In the same way, outside is ignorance caused by the presence of many objects. In the very space itself, there is darkness. In the night time, we cannot go around in space. And that ignorance present, just like Brahman outside and Atman inside, ignorance outside is Maya, and the ignorance inside this body is avidya. So Mahamaya is a great ignorance which is present everywhere, and that great ignorance confuses even the jnanis who know the self. They are not able to think clearly that I am not the body, I am the supreme self. So to such jnanis, also to that Durga who can confuse the mind of even the jnanis, I pray. What do I pray? Durge smrta harasi bhitim ashesha jantoho swasthaihi smrta matim ativa shubham dadasi daridriya dukkha bhayaharini kadvadanya sarvopakara karanaya sadardra chitta Durge smrta. Durga, O Durga, I remember you. Who are you? Harasi bhitim. You destroy my fear. Harasi bhitim. Not my fear. Ashesha jantoho. Of all beings, you destroy the fear in all beings. Swasthaihi. All beings are all being in their own position, in their own mind, in their own self, because of your grace. Smrita matim ativa shubham dadasi. When I remember you in my mati, in my mind, ativa shubham dadasi. You give me all beautiful thoughts in my mind. All my beliefs are beautiful. All my understanding is very clear. All my emotions are very beautiful. My moods, my feelings, my emotions, my thoughts, my beliefs, everything comes to serve me when I remember you, O Durga. Durge Smrita, Harasi Bhitim. Harasi means it is not removing, it is snatching away my fear. So this is a mantra, especially, it's a very, very powerful mantra, which every day we can chant with love for Durga. But especially when we are in dangerous circumstances, dangerous situations, when there are great difficulties in life, when we chant this, Durga will no doubt remove all our fears. Swastaihi, smrita matimativa. Swasta is also meaning in good health. Swastha. Sta means steady. Swa means in my own self. When the mind resides in the true self, it is called swastha. That is the key for good health also. For good health, our mind should be within the body. Our mind should not be, even in modern day also, they talk about how the YouTube, the internet, the Facebook, the Twitter is dragging our mind out of the body into the computer screen or into the video screen or whatever it is, and our attention is always placed on the outside. We are getting our solutions from outside. We are depending on the outside for our well-being, for our welfare. We think we are getting the answers from outside, and because of that, we are losing our attention to the outside world, and there is not enough attention and awareness present within, because from morning when we start browsing, our energy goes away outside. We don't have enough energy to think very clearly, to make the right choices. All that is not happening, and because of that we lose our health. There is a connection with all that. So swastha means good health. Swastha means the mind is established in the self. So you give ativa shubham dadasi. You give so much of auspiciousness in the thoughts, in the mati, in the intellect. Daridriya, dukkha, bhayaharini, kadvadanya, sarvopakara karanaya, sadardra chitta. O Durga, when you say Durga, something very fearsome is there. To listen to that name, to hear that name. But who is that Durga? Sada ardra chitta. Her mind, her feeling, her emotion towards us is always wet with compassion. Ardra means wet. Chitta, she has got a mind that is wet with compassion. When Durga looks at us, when she thinks about us with love and with compassion. May the child be blessed. May the child get all the goodness in this world. This is how she thinks. Sada. Not any point, not all, sometime she's fierce, sometime she's very gory. No. Sada ardra chitta. At all times, she's the one, the compassionate mother. What does she do to us? Daridriya. She removes. Harini. Everything is Harini only. No removing, no letting go, no taking away, snatching away. What is snatching away with force? Even we will not let go of our poverty mindset. What is Daridriya? Daridriya is not poverty. Daridriya is the mind that I am poor. This is what, I don't have I am unworthy of riches. I am unworthy of goodness. I am unworthy of wealth. That is daridrya. Daridrya is not being poor. You can be a financially very poor person, but with a very rich mindset. This Durga, she snatches away the Daridrya belief. The belief that I am a poor person is snatched away by the power of Durga. Dukkha, Daridrya, Dukkha. She snatches away our sorrow. We may be wanting to revel in sorrow because we are familiar with that sorrow, and the sorrow gives us joy after a point of time because the mind loves something that it is repetitive, it is known, it is familiar. If dukkha, if sorrow becomes familiar, then the mind is very comfortable and happy in that sorrow. It does not want to get out of it and go towards joy because it has become comfortable with sorrow, and we are living a sorrowful life. And what will we do? We don't know this, and we will not let go of the sorrow. But Durga snatches away that sorrow. Daridrya, dukkha, bhaya harini. Fear. We have the poverty, we have the sorrow, we will not let go of the poverty, we will not let go of the sorrow, and we will also not let go of the fear. Durga snatches away our poverty mindset, she snatches away our sorrowful thinking, she snatches away our fearful thinking also. Kadvatanya, Twadanya, other than you, who is there, O Durga? Sarvopakara Karanaya, Sadadra Chitta, Sarva Upakara Karanaya. You have a mind which wants to do all help to me at all times. You want to help me. You want to do the right thing for me. You don't want to do apakara. Apakara is to do unhelpful things to us. People, our enemies will do apakara. Our friends will do upakara. Durga is our close friend. Sarva upakara karanaya sadardra chitta. She is always, her heart is filled and wet with compassion. And then this famous verse is there. We all know this. Many of us would have heard it. Sarva mangala mangalye Shive sarvartha sadhike Sharanye Trambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Sarva Mangala Mangalye. All auspiciousness. You are the auspiciousness of all auspicious things. Shive. Shiva means auspiciousness. Shiva means life. Life is auspicious. When there is no life, that house is considered inauspicious. So Shiva means Shive. Shiva. Shiva is Lord Shiva. Shiva is Durga. Shive. Sarva Artha Sadhike. You accomplish everything meaningful in my life. Whatever it is I am striving towards, the accomplishment is possible because of you, Durga. Sharanye. You are the one to whom the Devas, the Asuras, the Gandharvas, the Kinnaras, all beings, the humans, everybody surrender to your feet. You have the feet which is worthy of surrender. Sharanye. Triambake. You have got 3 eyes. What are the 3 eyes? The 2 eyes that see have a physical vision of the duality of this world. The 3rd eye has got the spiritual vision or the vision of oneness. And all 3 eyes are yours. Karanaya Sadar, Shive Sarva Sharanye Triambake Gauri, the one who is very fair complexioned. Not that only the fair complexioned one is Durga. The one who is fair means the one who is very, it is not the fair skinned basically. The mind is very fair, the mind is very pure. Purity, white. Gora is white, Gaura. And the purity of mind, the one who has got one pointed thought of mind, the one who shines with knowledge. Narayani, the sister of Narayana is Narayani. Who is Durga? Krishna's sister is Durga, Kali. Bhagavan Narayana's sister is Durga, and her husband is Narayana's brother-in-law. Narayani, Namaha Astu Te. I surrender to you. I pray to you. I salute you. May my salutations be unto you. Sharanagata Dinartha Paritrana Parayane Sarvasyarti Hare Devi Narayani Namostute. O Narayani, sister of Narayana, may my salutations be unto you. Who are you? Sharanagata Dina Artha Paritrana Parayane. You are Parayana. You are focused on one thing. What are you focused on? The one person who has come to your Sharana, who has approached your feet, who is Dina, who is seeking protection, who does not have something, who wants something, who desires something, and who is afraid of something, who is suffering from something, comes to your feet. Arto jignyasurartharthi jnani cha bharatarshaba. Artha, the one who is suffering. Jignasu, the one who wants to know. Artharthi, the one who has a deal with Bhagavan. I will give you this, you give me this. I will break one coconut, you will make my business deal. Artharthi, Jnani, the one who loves Bhagavan, who knows Bhagavan. So all these people, when they surrender to the feet of Durga, Dina Artha, Paritrana, you completely protect them. You complete, Pari means all run, Asamantat, Trana, to protect. Parayane, you're focused on, that is your only job. Parayana means like his only job is to go to the hotel and eat. Some people we say, his only job is to play video games. From morning to night, he will be playing video games. His only job is to be browsing on YouTube or Facebook. We say like that. Durga's only job is to protect people who come and surrender to her. Parayane. Sarvasya Arti Hare Devi. You destroy or you wring away, you pull away, you snatch away everybody's Arti. Everybody, Arti, not Arti. Arti is suffering, not Arati. Arti is suffering, sorrow. Arti Hare. Hara means to pull and destroy. Devi, Narayani Namostute. I surrender to you, O Narayani. Sarvasvarupe Sarveshe Sarvashakti Samanvite Bhayebhyastragino Devi Durge Devi Namostute. Sarvasvarupe. You are all the forms. You are in all the forms in this universe. Any form, any name that you can see is Durga's form. Sarva Ishe. You are the master of everybody. You are the controller of all. You are that Shakti without which nothing will work. Whether it is a mobile phone, whether it is a laptop, whether it is a refrigerator, whether it's a fan, nothing works without power. And what is that power? Electric power. Where is that electric power? Are we manufacturing electricity? No, we are taking electricity from this universal power, electric power. In the same way, we have a biomagnetic power. And that power is only helping us to talk, helping us to think, help us to walk, help us to eat, help us to sleep. Without that power, we are non-existent. Sarva Shakti Samanvite, Sarva Ishe, you are endowed with all powers in this universe. Like when you listen to the stories of Durga Saptashati, all the gods give her power. Sarva Shakti Samanvite, you are endowed with all the powers in all directions by all the gods, O Durga. Bhayebhyaha Trahino Devi. O Devi, we are all filled with fear. We are all feeling so afraid. We are afraid to think about our body. We are afraid of our thoughts. We are afraid of the choices we make in life. We are afraid of the political situations. We are afraid of wars. We are afraid of calamities. We are afraid of earthquakes, landslides. We are afraid of heavy rains. We are afraid of drought. We are afraid of not having food. Every situation in life brings with it fear. We are full of fear. Trahi Naha. Please protect us, O Devi. Durge Devi. O Durga, the one who is very difficult to approach. Namoho Namaha Astute. I worship you. May my salutations be unto you. The last two verses. Roga Nasheshan Apahamsi Tushta Rushta Tu Kaman Sakalanabhishtan Tvamashritaanam na vipannaranam Tvamashritahya prayanti Rogan Asheshan Apahamsi Tushta. If you are pleased with us, what will you do? Very interesting verse. Contrary to what we think, this verse is a very beautiful verse. Rogan Asheshan Apahamsi Tushta. If you are pleased, O Durga, you will remove all our diseases. All our diseases, including the disease of samsara, of birth and death. Identification with the body, mind, and intellect is birth, and disidentification with the body, mind, and intellect is death. When we are caught between these two, we are going through a lot of suffering because of the identification. And this identification is removed by Durga, and the diseases also, which are all part of this identification, of identifying with the body, then we feel diseases. It is removed by Durga. Rushtatu, when you get angry with us, you give all our desires. You fulfill all our desires. Because we are always going and asking for the wrong things in life. We keep going on asking God, asking Bhagavan for everything that can spoil us. And so if you get angry, if we are irritating you so much with our praying upon you rather than praying to you, P-R-A-Y and P-R-E-Y. We don't P-R-A-Y to God, we P-R-E-Y upon God. When we P-R-E-Y pray upon God, then she will get rushta. She will get angry. And what does she do in her anger? She will fulfill all our desires. That one boy who's so reckless, who gets so angry, who is agitated all the time, he going on asking for a bike with his parents. And finally, even though the parents have the money, they don't trust that this boy will be safe with the bike, and so they keep telling him, no, 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 we can't give you. Then he starts damaging everything in the house and destroying peace at home. Finally, they say, okay, go take your bike. And then what happens? We don't want to see the end of that story. But in the same way, Rushtatu Kaman Sakalan Abhishta. All our desires will be given by Durga if she gets angry with us. So, if we, whatever we want is getting fulfilled in life, then Bhagavan is not happy with us. There is in Krishna's story also, in Mahabharata story, Krishna and Arjuna. Arjuna and Krishna wants to teach a lesson to Arjuna. So they both go around the city. They see one man who is not having much, but he is very greedy. He wants to have a lot of things. He wants to earn a lot of money. And Krishna goes and knocks at the door. That man does not give him, he says, you please give me food. That man is shutting the door on Krishna. And and Arjuna and Krishna have to walk away because they didn't get anything from this man. He's such a miser. He will not eat food and wave his hand like that, because one grain of rice the crow will pick up. That much of a miser he is. And when Krishna goes and asks for food, he refused. He slammed the door on Krishna's face. And what did Krishna do? He prayed that this man become very, 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 very rich. And all the wealth in the world, may he be blessed with so much of wealth. And Arjuna was wondering, he said, what is this Krishna? He is slamming the door at you and you are blessing him with so much of wealth. It is okay, come, let's go now further. They go to another house, and in that house, there is a very, very poor man. He has got only one cow, and Krishna asks him also for food. And that one cow only is there. He is milking that cow, and he is making a nice payasam with that milk, and he is offering to Krishna. And Krishna enjoys that payasam in this person's house, and he blesses this person. May that one cow also die. And Arjuna is very angry. At least first one, he blessed them with a lot of wealth. So Arjuna did not complain much. He was just questioning. But now Arjuna is wild with Krishna. After all, this man has got only that one cow, and you want to remove that also from his life and make him feel so sad. What is this, Krishna? Is this what you are doing for making that payasam and giving you and feeding you? You are blessing him this way. Krishna says, I love him so much that he's so devoted to me, and that cow alone is distracting his attention. So I remove that also. He will turn completely towards me. That is why I did this. So that is what Rushta tu Kaman Sakalana Bhishta. If Durga is angry with us, with all our ways, then she will fulfill all our wishes. So if our wishes are fulfilled, then Bhagavan is not very happy with us. Tvamashritanam navipannaranam. Wishes means we are not talking about dharmic wishes, good wishes of I have to study well, I have to secure good marks, I have to work well, I have to take care of my family, I have to uh, get married, bring forth children, take care of the family, take care of my parents, take care of the children, take care of the relatives, do good karma. These are all good wishes. But beyond that, when we desire for other things of the world, when we go on increasing our desires, then Bhagwan just fulfills them to be done with us. That's what it means. Tvam ashritanam na vipannaranam. Those who are surrendered to you will not face any vipat, any accident, any mishap will not happen in their lives. Tvam ashritahi ashrayatam prayanti. When they you you give them succor, you protect them when they come and surrender to you. They reach your feet, they reach your divine presence, they reach your loving presence, they reach your gracious presence, they reach your plentiful presence. They have abundance in life, they have knowledge in life, they have love in their relationships, they have all wealth, all um, all goodness, everything comes towards them when they surrender towards you. Sarva badha prashamanam trailokyasyakhileshwari evameva tvaya karyam asmadvairi vinashanam. O Durga, what do you do? Sarva badha prashamanam. You are a bulldozer who removes all obstacles in my life. Trailokyasya Akhila Ishwari. You are the Lord of this whole universe. Akhila Andakoti Brahmanda Nayike. Akhila Andakoti Brahmanda Nayike. You are the mistress of this whole universe. You are the master of this whole universe. Trailokyasya Akhila. The whole, all three worlds of the waking, dream, and deep sleep states. You are the master, O Durga. Evameva tvaya karyam. I'm not asking for all these things. Let every other desire of mine go. Only one desire of mine I have. Evameva tvaya karyam. What is it that you should do for me? Asmat vairi vinashanam. Very important to understand. Destroy my enemies. Who are my enemies? My enemies are not the people around me, not situations around me, not objects around me, not the animals around me, nothing. My enemies are my kama, my desires, krodha, anger, lobha, greed, mada, arrogance, matsarya, jealousy, moha is delusion. These are all my enemies. There are so many more: avidya, ignorance, asmita, arrogance of I, raga, attachment, dvesha, hatred, abhinivesha, withdrawal, vyadhi, these are obstacles, vyadhi, disease, sthana, laziness, samshaya, doubt, avirati, lack of dispassion towards what does not serve me, alasya, or very heavy state of body, a sluggish state of being, alasya, uh, pramada, a lack of attention towards good actions like sadhana, pramada, bhranti darshana, always perceiving everything in a confused way, not having a clear perception, having a very frightfully crazy kind of perception about everything in life. Bhranti darshana, alabdha bhumikatva, not attaining a particular state in life, not achieving that state of calmness or quietness or success. Alabdha bhumikatva, anavasthitatva, even when I achieve it, not being steady in that place. These are all the obstacles in the mind. All these obstacles, please remove them. And then dukkha, sorrow, daurmanasya, depressive, bad mood, extended period of depressive moods in the mind, daurmanasya, angamejayatva, a body that is very restless because the prana being restless inside, the energy is very restless. All the unnecessary movements of the body that leads to wastage of energy. Angamejayatva, shwasa prashwasaha, the breath that is very restless. Remove all these kinds of problems in me, Durga. Evam eva tvaya karyam. If these problems go away, in fact, worshipping Bhagavan, the power of worshipping Bhagavan is only this. When we worship Bhagavan, our mind will attain that state of samadhi. Samadhi means equanimity of mind, yoga. Mind will be rooted in the self. It'll merge in the self. Samadhi siddhihi. Samadhi bhavanataha klesha tanukarana. All our kleshas, all our malas, everything will become very, they will become very, very insignificant in our life. They will not have the power to destroy us, power to control our lives. Tanukaranaya Trailokyasya evameva tvaya karyam asmadvairi vinashanam. Only this alone you have to do, Durga. Please destroy all my enemies, all these enemies which were listed now. Please destroy, O Durga. I will iti Shri Sapta Shloki Durga Sampurnam. Whether we understand the meaning, you can go through this video again many a time so that you go through the meaning of it. But more than understanding the meaning or reflecting on the meaning, the very chanting of this verse itself is very powerful. So let us see this. I will chant from the part where this stuti begins, not the first question and answer, because it's important to chant this part every day. We will be protected at all times. Om Jnaninaamapi chetamsi Devi Bhagavati Hisam Balada Krishya Mohaya Mahamaya Prayachati Durge Smrta Harasi Bhitim Ashesha Jantoho Swasthaihi Smrta Mati Mativa Shubham Dadasi Daridrya Dukkha Bhayaharini Kadvadanya Sarvopakara Karanaya Sadadra Chitta Sarvamangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Triambake Gauri Narayani Namostute Sharanagata Dinartha Paritrana Parayane Sarvasyarti Hare Devi Narayani Namostute Sarvaswarupe Sarveshe Sarvashakti Samanvite Bhayebhyastrahino Devi Durge Devi Namostute Roganasheshanapaham situshta Rushtatu kaman sakalanabhishtan Tvamashritanam navipannaranam Tvamashritahyaashrayatam prayanti Sarva badha prashamanam Trailokyasyakhileshwari Evameva tvaya karyam Asmadvairi vinashanam. Hari Om. We will meet again tomorrow during this lucky celebrations of this Navaratri. We will see the Devi Aparajita Stotram from chapter 5 for the next few days. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet, Om Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasorma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya, Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate, Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Boliye Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Har Namah Parvati Pataye. Har Har Mahadeva. Boliye Shri Durga Maiya Ki Jai.